Hi, my name is Arohi. I am the head chef and the owner of Maki. We're a little smaller cafe in Indiranagar, just like a 15-seater. We actually started out as a 7-seater before, um, but like at some point there were just like 30 people standing on our heads, and we just kind of wanted that space. Actually, originally we started off as a cloud kitchen, so the space downstairs was used just to send out orders. We were doing purely pastry, all of that. But eventually we kind of wanted to add more to our menu. We wanted to do sandwiches, we wanted to do coffee, we wanted to kind of invite people in, because the reason that I liked the space so much was because of all the windows, the light. So if people don't get to experience that, I feel like they don't really know what Maki is.
So, Arohi, what's the idea behind the name?
It's basically what you think it is, but also it's like the concept of Haagen-Dazs, where the word doesn't exist, but it makes you think of something Dutch and premium, but really it's just Americans selling ice cream. So it's a little bit like that as well.
What inspired you to actually start this space?
It was a lack of choice, I would say, in the sense that there wasn't really a place that I wanted to work at, and so the next best option was to do exactly what I wanted.
I mean, very interesting answer. So, how does that relate to what was available for people, right? What did you want to bring to the market that you felt was not there?
I think it's just to make things like this, like pastry that you don't really understand and that's not a part of your cuisine, just way more accessible, and to also kind of highlight ingredients a lot more, to be conscious about how the food is being made, and just honestly flavor. It's not that hard.
How did you get into hospitality? What was your interest? How did you start your journey?
So I always had an interest in pastry, but actually not hospitality per se, because I didn't want to do front of house and receptionist and all of that. But my true passion lied in being in the kitchen. But circumstance forced me to just kind of do a bachelor's degree, so I went ahead and did it in biochemistry. But there's already those correlations that form between science and how you can use that in a kitchen, and it just kind of propelled me towards doing pastry even more, I would say, especially because I was literally looking behind the curtain in some way. And yeah, so actually what happened was that I had to come back from France, where I was working earlier on because of COVID, and while I was just at home, I was getting really bored, and I decided to start up something, like a delivery kitchen sort of a situation. So yeah, actually that's when Maki started. Maki started back in Chennai. I was doing that for a few months, and the reception was really great. People were really open to trying out all these new pastries, because I was bringing literally all this fresh knowledge and coming from my previous places of work, and it was nice to kind of see that people were curious about it as well. And then I kind of switched trains, I guess, and decided to take up a job at Bombay Canteen. So I was there for a while. I was in the pastry team. It was really nice in some way to get an idea of Indian produce, what's happening in India in the hospitality industry, what it is that people are even looking for. Yeah, it was a really great experience, and post that I kind of found myself in Bangalore, and I mean, I feel like the catalyst to start this place was finding it in some way. So I had a friend who just kind of showed me the space that we used to occupy, meaning the one downstairs, which we still do. Yeah, and I saw it and I was like, I have never seen a kitchen with these many windows. I want to do it. I'm going to do it. And I just brought Maki with me and opened it up over here.
Just trying to know about that it actually started in Chennai.
Yeah.
So, like, what made you choose like Bangalore over Chennai? Just because you happen to be in Bangalore?
There's personal reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like market reasons.
Yeah, nothing. No Maki reasons. So it's no point. Yeah.
You change the menu very often. So what's the idea behind that, or like what do you look for when you're like changing menus? How do you decide that? What's the whole process?
Again, the main thing is ingredient. It's to see what's available in the market, to see what quality of ingredient as well it is, flavor profiles, trying to kind of play around with that a bit, making my team do some experiments and coming up with stuff. But again, it always has to be just something I would want to eat on a daily basis.
So is that how you like go about deciding what to put on the menu and how to change the menu around also?
Whim.
Okay, fair enough. So, like, are there any like, I think the Bath cheesecake is what you're like really well known for. Is there anything else that people really like, that people want to see on the menu again and again?
I think there's a lot of popularity growing for the baba. So initially when people used to come in, it was a strange concept, like this baba with like a cake with like alcohol soaked in it and then with like fruits and cream. It's not your usual thing. And then there would be some people that are like, oh, this is named after that cafe in Goa. And I'm like, no, it's not named after the cafe in Goa. But now it's like people come in here and they know, like they're like, I want the baba. And I'm like, great, like I've achieved something.
Okay, so a little bit of like a different question, like because you work with like Naru to give them their Japanese cheesecake, right? So what do you think of like the cross collaboration scene that's going on in like Bangalore? A lot of people do pop-ups and all that. Like, what is the future for like Maki in that concept?
Yeah, I think it's great. I like this concept of like collaboration that's grown all over the world, I would say, but also in Bangalore. I feel like everyone's really accepted it, and it's amazing because I've never felt so much support from everybody in the industry. I mean, you run a cafe, you run a restaurant, you run literally anything, you're a private chef, whatever. It's just nice to know that like I have all these people who I can talk to, who I can collaborate with, who I can ask for help, who can ask me for help. And I mean, I hope it keeps happening. It's great and it's fun because at this point, you hit a wall as to how much you can do in terms of concept and creativity. And then when you collaborate and join with other brands, then you get to kind of experiment and do new things. And so for us as well as a team, it's a great way to learn, it's a great way to get more exposure, and it's just fun.
Is it a very like collaborative thing? Is it something that you're consciously choosing to do so you can like work with people, grow with people? Is like, how does that work?
I mean, best is to ask them only. They'll tell you the answer.
Okay.
I mean, everybody knows Meryl and Ritu from our Instagram page. So, I mean, Maki is everybody. Maki is everyone on the team, and we grow together.
How's working in Maki been? Like, how is your experience?
It's been great. I love it. I think a lot of times I've told Aarohi like this is home for me. A lot of times we also treat upstairs like it's our dining room. But yeah, I really enjoy it. We get to do so much that's new that you often don't see outside and at other places that you may be able to work at. But Ritu will tell you more. I don't know, I'm awkward, but I've made very nice friends. Everyone's really collaborative. And yeah, I love working at Maki.
So is it also like a conscious thing?
Yeah.
Marketing wise, also get to know the team.
No. Honestly, it's not a marketing gimmick in any sense.
Yeah.
I think it's just a way to like connect with people.
Yeah.
Because you see us here and then you see us on the internet and you're seeing versions of us, right? Like when you're at home, when you're at work, those kind of things. And it feels a little bit like that. So it's fun.
So yeah, how do you feel about like being kind of internet famous because of like marketing?
We are not internet famous. Aarohi is supposed to be the face. But I think sometimes, people will pass me by and be like, hey, you work at Maki, right? And I'm just like, yeah. Someone also thought that I died and they posted a black and white picture of me and they thought I died and then was very surprised to see me alive and working at Maki. But yeah, sometimes it's fun, sometimes people are weird, but please don't be weird. But yeah.